Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have two tight ends who were both selected in the fourth round of the 2011 NFL Draft. It's Julius Thomas going up against Jordan Cameron. Now we'll head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 13 matchup.
Dolphins, Jaguars coming up on EA Sports. Getting ready now for a Week 13 matchup. Hello, friends. Jim Nantz and Phil Simms getting set for this important matchup late in the year. The playoff chase is on, and every game is an absolute must. Partner, how about it before kickoff?
You said it right. Every game is an absolute must, and so is every play. When the game is going on, you never know which play is going to decide who wins and loses. So as a player, be mentally ready to go every time, because the play coming up could be the biggest one of the game.
The Dolphins are back deep, ready to return the kickoff. The Jaguars ready to get this action started. This game has officially begun. Steps up and fields it at the 2. Taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. Tannehill's coming out now at quarterback. He hovered right around 50% completion mark last week. The Dolphins have it at the 29. Nelson's all over the ball carrier.
The Jaguars defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
Second down and 12. They'll run it here. Still on his feet. And it's Reggie Nelson in on that last play.
Jim, let's keep our eye on the defense. If they keep giving up runs like this, they're going to have to change what they're doing on the defensive side. Maybe bring another guy down in the box to stop those runs.
The Jaguars defense packs it in now, going with the 46. The Dolphins will take the snap from the 35. And that's going to be a 3-and-out.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
The Dolphins will punt it. This punt will be returned. And that's a gain of maybe 5.
What a game by this quarterback last week. They won the game. He made some good decisions. And also, he made a couple terrific throws down the field.
Mason lined up in the backfield. Julius Thomas with the reception. Moore's in on the tackle. Here's our look at the Jaguars offense. They will be expecting far greater efficiency today. A week ago, they turned it over on 3 occasions. Second down here. Mason's got it on the toss. Upshaw's going to make the tackle.
Mason's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
Let's go.
The Jaguars come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation.
Nice job that time by the tight end. Makes the catch, and you got to look out for him now in the NFL. Remember, they're usually the closest receiver to the quarterback. Quarterback gets in trouble, he's going to look for the tight end.
After that grab, it's now 2nd down and 2. The Jaguars will approach this play from out of the pistol. Mason's got it on the handoff. Nowhere to go, as this will be a loss of 3.
The Dolphins defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just overpower the offensive line, and they tackle the runner for a loss.
3rd and 4. Thomas has got the catch and the first.
There is nothing like having a great tight end in your offense now. There's so many things you can do with them. Remember, they're in the middle of the field. They can go down the middle. They can go outside. They can go short. They can go across. They can go out. Tough to cover the tight ends in this league now.
Let's go.
1st and 10. Launches it down the field. And it's incomplete. And here's the Dolphins defense. They have to put some pressure on the quarterback this week, as last week they did not have a single sack. The Dolphins with a nickel look here on defense. 2nd down and 10. Mason's taking the handoff. This defense is ready to pounce here early in this game as a 3rd and long play is coming up.
They sure are. There's no doubt about that. They got themselves in a good situation here. If I'm the quarterback now, 3rd and long, I would be very cautious and conservative.
And he's taken down.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on 3rd down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
Tackled down at the 28-yard line. That return's good for about 8. The Dolphins offense now ready to get a drive going. Not something we've seen a whole lot of to this point, as the punters are having a very busy afternoon of it here, Phil.
Well, you know, Jim, I came into this game and I just wanted to see a lot of punts because that's exciting football, right? That's what we've seen so far. So let's see if one of these offenses, maybe the one out there right now, can get something going and put some excitement back in the stadium. Well, that's a nice throw that time by the quarterback to the outside. He knows against his cover 3 where the weakness is at the sidelines. He took advantage of it with the good throw.
The Dolphins take it from the 43. Surveys. The ball lands in the hands of Landry.
Tannehill selling this play big time. The defense, they go for the run fake, and that's why he has time to throw the football and makes the completion. Good job.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Tannehill gives it up. That's a gain of 6.
Boy, there's nothing like a draw play. It just catches the defense by surprise, and running backs, they love it because they know they have a chance to get some easy yards.
Ryan Tannehill will be under center. The Dolphins from the 32. Look at that concentration as he makes the Dolphins are across for the touchdown. He's caught his 7th touchdown pass of the season. As we get near the end of the opening quarter, they've grabbed the lead with that touchdown.
Yeah, things have been rough so far, haven't they? It's been fun to watch. Each team is being very competitive and physical, but that's a nice thing to do, to score that touchdown and get a lead here late in the first.
Tannehill certainly given his team some momentum with that scoring drive. He just put together a possession where he threw for more than 60 yards. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Jaguars heading back out there on offense, hoping to improve on their last possession, which ended rather quickly with a punt.
Yeah, I think what they got to do, they got to come out and be a little more creative. Get the defense off guard. Make them think over there. That was too generic what they did on the offensive side. If you want to,
they're going to get him here for a sack.
Defensive tackles, we always think of them as run stoppers. How about this that time? He does a great job, gets in there and sacks the quarterback.
And here we have second down. The Dolphins defense now is going to go nickel. Out of the gun. Throws the pass. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands. That's his first reception today.
Well, that basic slant route, Jim, it is thrown and caught. It doesn't get a first down, but it was really well executed. The offensive line gave the quarterback time and sight lines so he could put the football on target.
The Jaguars need to get to the 35 to pick up a first. The Jaguars take it from the 28. The pass ball's incomplete, and they fail to pick up a first down on this series. And so now they'll call on Anger to punt the football. He's got a chance to return this one. That's a gain of 6. The Dolphins offense heading back onto the field to start the drive after the result of their last possession was a touchdown. You think they've got another one in them, partner?
Oh, I absolutely do. I mean, just look at them. They got a good football team. The quarterback has great confidence and talent. When you put those things together, that makes you good. It makes you dangerous. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down there again.
That's a gain of 6.
Nothing like a running back who fights for every extra yard. When you get that extra yard or two, what it does, it just creates better situations for your offense.
The Jaguars lined up in the nickel. Second and 4. They'll go ground. Fowler's all over that offense and brings him down.
The Dolphins offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens to run, loses yards, that's just a bad job by the offensive line.
Tannehill from the gun. Looking across the middle, and it's complete to Cameron.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done.
Press coverage all the way. One last play before the quarter ends. Now 1st and 10. The give. Fowler's in on the tackle. The Dolphins still possess the football as we begin the second quarter. The Jaguars defense lined up going with the 46 defense. Dante Fowler has the sack.
Well, every defense is looking for somebody to sack the quarterback, and that time the speed of the defensive end gets around the tackle and gets the sack.
It'll be 3rd down. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Scanning the field. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
The Dolphins did a good job that time throwing the short pass on 3rd and long. There was nothing open down the field, so you take your medicine. They get the throw and the catch. The defense is ready. He gets tackled, and now they're going to have to punt.
No chance to return this one as that punt is headed to the sidelines. The Jaguars offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3-and-out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3-and-out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You put this back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest. Mason's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short gain.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. The Jaguars all bunched up here as they get set at the line. And they deck the quarterback.
Well, you expect defensive ends to get sacks because they come around the outside. But when you get pressure from the inside and the defensive tackle gets a sack, that's just an added bonus.
The Jaguars are at the line facing 3rd down, which was not an issue for them last week as they converted a number of times in crucial situations. Takes the hit, throws. Another 3rd down stop right there and into the 2nd quarter of play now. We really haven't seen this offense on track quite yet.
Yeah, let's give all the credit to the defense. I like how they're playing on the defensive side. The defensive coordinator's making good calls, and they are making it happen.
He's going to try and return this one. And a run back of about 8. The Jaguars defense got tested on that last drive, but eventually it led to a punt.
Yeah, it was an awesome job by the defense. They really did a lot of things correct. They hustled. They played hard. That is the cornerstones of any good defense.
First 45. Easley's there to take him down.
Running backs in the NFL now, it's hard to bring them down. That time, nice job of breaking the tackle.
They bring in the extra tight end. Scans the field. Easy catch there. No one near him. That's his 3rd catch of the day. The Dolphins are looking good so far, Phil, and a lot of that has to do with the passing game. Tannehill's on fire.
It's an awesome feeling as a quarterback to be in rhythm, to get people open and have time to throw the football down the field. That's why they're winning, Jim. You said it right. The quarterback is hot.
1st and 10. Gets the handle here.
Got to give the defense some credit. On 1st down, they were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Loss of 3 on the play. The Dolphins have it at the 24.
So many things the offense can do.
At the 22. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day. The defense looking for one more stop here on 3rd down after that run. Playing press coverage to the outside. The defense gets the sack.
Well, it's a game of chances in the NFL. It's 3rd down. The defensive coordinator said, let's get after this quarterback. He sends the extra guys. He blitzes him.
Let's go.
1st down at the 42. Trying to find an opening to the right.
You're running back in this league and you pick up 1st downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
The football sits at the 40. First down at the 40. Mason's going to secure the handoff. The Jaguars have not had a strong running game this half, at least in the sense of handing the football off. Mason's had a really hard time of it, and right now his team with it behind knows they have to get him to step up.
Well, they do. You want your running back to step up. But when you see a running game struggle like we have seen so far here today, Jim, it always comes down to this. The offensive line is getting dominated, so there's no chance for the running back to get anything done. The offensive line, they've got to change up. It's hard to play man-to-man against such a quality receiver. You got to mix up the coverage. You play straight man-to-man, you're going to give up a lot of completions.
The Dolphins defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Handoff. Mason's tackled down at the 24.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
They come to the line at the 24.
Let's go.
Second down and 5. They give it to him on the counter. Gains 15.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
The Jaguars moving inside the 20 and the red zone. Last week, they just feasted on that part of the field. First and goal. Handoff made. And the flag is down.
Holding offense.
That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. And now as we head back to the field, we've got an offense trying to get some momentum going before the first half draws to a close. No margin for error from just outside the goal line. Intercepted. Phil, how about this? Performance by the defense in the first half and adding to all the acclaim with the interception before halftime.
Jim, we knew coming into the game today that they were good, and so far in this first half, they were great. What a performance.
Tannehill standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. He's going to be tackled right around the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins did a good job there on first down. That pass picks up some good solid yards. Now second and short, much easier to call those kind of plays.
Tannehill's now completed his last 7 passes. Gets his feet down right near the chalk.
Jim, when you see these out routes thrown and caught, it's all about timing and rhythm. The quarterback, he has both. That throw is right on target. Nice throw and catch.
The Dolphins come out with a split backfield. First down at the 23. Here's a battle for the football, and someone has hold of it. It is an interception. The defense takes it away. The Dolphins take it from the 23. Tannehill's met after a gain of 3. On the way, 3rd down. Three-step drop. That's dropped by Stills, who couldn't bring it in.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
He's going to try and return this punt. Johnson's there to make the tackle. We see now just some of the many hits this quarterback has taken during a challenging day for him, Phil.
Jim, it's very understandable why he is not playing well today. Think about it. When you have less time to make a decision on where to throw the football, you are not going to have a great day. Well, a lot of good things happen on both sides of the football this time. How about that return by the return team? Good job, good blocking. Look at the speed of that guy running. They get the tackle from behind. They stop the touchdown.
Gains 11. That's his first reception today. First down here. Mason, the lone setback this time. Robinson makes the grab. Touchdown. Heading toward halftime, and the complexion of this game certainly has changed as they've now tied it up with the touchdown.
Yeah, when you're tied up at halftime, you don't know how to look at it sometimes. Are we doing great, or are we not playing well enough to be winning? So each team, each coach has to go in there at halftime and give his team some new ideas.
The Dolphins will get the ball back in a tie game. First half coming to a close. Scores 7-7. No return here. This will be coming out to the 20. The Dolphins, Phil, what's the issue with this team? This offense specifically. 3 straight drives without a score.
Well, Jim, I'd say this. It's bad coaching. I just hate what they're trying to do on the offensive side. They're not putting the players in position to give them a chance to compete against this defense. They've got to change things up, give their offense a chance, and give these players a chance.
Second down here after that run play. Strong eye handoff here. The Dolphins, 1 timeout remaining. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day. First down and 10. Look at Fowler make the play on the quarterback. The defense stops the clock. The Dolphins from the 27. Jenkins there to make the stop.
Sometimes on 3rd and long from the defensive side, I like the fact that you can blitz. Send more guys than they can block. Make the quarterback throw the football quickly and short. Then it's all up to coming up and making the tackle.
And with that, we've come to the end of the first half here off the banks of the St. Johns River. We'll be back to Jacksonville for the start of the 3rd quarter after this. Fights through that hit. He's going to be tackled right around the 24-yard line. The Jaguars will attempt to jumpstart their offense as they retake the field. This game has developed into quite the defensive slugfest here, partner.
Yeah, it has. And when you have a slugfest like this going on the defensive side, be very careful on the offensive side. Don't try to press the issue, because if you do, you're going to make a big mistake.
Brought down at the 32.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The Dolphins with a nickel look here on defense. The Jaguars from the 32. Running right through the trenches. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Mason's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
First down at the 38. This will be incomplete. He was trying to find Harvin.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
The Jaguars take it from the 38. He runs with it right up the gut. Mason's tackled down after a gain of 5.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Jaguars take it from the 43. Thomas has the catch. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains. That's his 4th catch of the day.
Hard to guard these tight ends now in the NFL. It really puts the defense in like a quandary. Do we use a big guy? Well, the big guy's not fast enough. We use a small guy. Well, he's not big enough. They get pushed around. I don't know what you're going to do. Just make sure you're a good tackler after they catch you.
1st and 10. Mason's marked down at the 47.
Mason's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. The Dolphins defense now is going to go nickel.
Let's go.
2nd and 6. Connects with Thomas. Thomas is tackled down at the 24.
Now look at all these great tight ends in the NFL now. Makes me think of the NBA. These are power forwards who said to heck with that. They want to be pass catchers, and they're good at it.
Mason's going to take the handoff now. He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
First down here after the run.
Teams in the NFL spend about 30-40% of their time all week long practicing plays in the red zone. So there's a lot they can do here. Let's see if they come up with something that works.
Second and goal from the 3. Here's the handoff. Tackle's made.
When you get 3rd and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
This has been a long drive so far. The defense loading up on the line, getting set for this snap. He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack.
When you blitz on 3rd down, you hope to get to the quarterback. Here's why. Because there are less defensive backs back there. The chances of giving up the big play are pretty high, but the rush, they're quick enough. They get there, and they sack the QB.
And as we move closer to the final quarter, that field goal gives them the lead.
As a player, you start watching that clock, and you start thinking about the end of the game when you get the lead somewhere in the 3rd. So I know that's what they're thinking right now. Let's see if this defense can go out and hold the other team's offense.
The Dolphins offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
The Dolphins will take the snap from the 25. Jenkins is the one who brings him to the ground.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
This is third down. It's a two tight end formation. Right back to him one more time.
The Dolphins look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
Now 1st and 10. Landry's got it on a pass that had some heat.
Well, they call it the post route because you're running towards the goalpost, but a good route that time by the receiver making that cut. He gets open, gets behind the defense, and a nice throw.
The Dolphins take it from the 43. Trying to ball is out, and the recovery is made by the defense. Late in the 4th, and that fumble recovery essentially ices the game.
Really good job by the defense. My gosh, what a way to come through. Just make a big play at the right time. They have so many good players on the defensive side. They finally made the play that might just win this game. Keep the momentum on your side. You got a lead here in the second half. Nice play that time. You pick up the first down. Let's see if you can take advantage of it.
Mason, the lone setback this time. 1st and 10. He's wide open for the grab. That's another reception. Give him 2.
The Jaguars offense, they know it's more than just about their defense. The offense did a good job that time picking up the first down. That's what you want to do. You got a small lead in the second half. Keep getting those first downs and eat that clock up.
1st down at the 36. Thomas got it on a pass, had some heat on it. The Jaguars have really worked to make the tight end position a part of what they do. Thomas has been the beneficiary in that regard, as these are now 2 big games in a row.
There are about 4 or 5 teams in the NFL where the offense just knows how to get the football to the tight end. And, of course, this is one of those teams.
It's intercepted! Phil, this defense has been making plays all season long, and today they do it at the right time, late 3rd quarter in a close game with the interception.
Well, once again, they have set up the offense, so let's see if the offense can finally come through and take advantage of that turnover or that tremendous interception by the defensive player.
In the build-up to this game, we didn't talk much about the matchup at tight end, but it's been a good one, Phil.
It has been good. I know the defenses really didn't focus on the tight end when this game was starting, but I know this, they better change their focus and start looking at him.
He rips it right out of the wide receiver's hands.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position, nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. To the ground. They knock him down behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at this deficit, you wonder how much more they're going to try to run the football, because it has not been there for the taking all game long.
Yeah, the running game's been terrible. Hard to win a game in the NFL when you're one-dimensional. But if you want to win today's game, that's exactly what you're going to have to do. Throw the football.
Looking for some daylight up the middle. I would have thought by the 3rd quarter that maybe this offense would have solved the riddle, but once again, they're taking off the field here.
I think we both thought that they would solve this somewhere here in the 3rd quarter, but you know what? Once again, we are wrong. It was another bad drive and a bad job on third down, and they march off the field one more time.
We're about to get the final quarter started here, partner. And this defensive battle has the feel of a game potentially headed to overtime.
Oh, absolutely. This game is so tight and the scoring is so hard to come by that I would not be shocked at all to see it go into overtime. But, hey, still a ways to go. Can both of these teams continue to play this way and not make that big mistake?
That return's good for about 6. Looking at some of these stats now, it's surprising to see how much the passing game has fallen off since the start of this one, Phil.
Yeah, there's a lot of answers to that, Jim. First off, the coverage has been better. The pass rush has picked up. And the biggest thing of all, the quarterback is just off target.
First down at the 42. Here's the quick toss. The Jaguars have stayed with the run game today, and it's been a big part of their game plan. Mason's been absolutely brilliant and almost impossible to bring down.
What a dominating performance by this offense today, just coming out and out-hitting the defense, giving the running back opportunities, and they are taking advantage of it.
They come to the line of scrimmage, first down. The Jaguars lined up in the pistol. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. That tackle was made at the 27-yard line.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on first down. They'll go ground. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up. He's up over 90 yards so far on the day.
Mason's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
First down and 10. They'll run it here. Moore's there that time for the tackle.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
2nd and short following the run. This play call is for the fullback. Moore's there to take him down.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
Breaking huddle at the 6.
Get ready.
1st and goal from the 6. Get the sack.
You got to be quick and decisive when you're down near the goal line and you're throwing the pass as a quarterback. That time he was not, and he takes a huge sack.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Mason, the lone setback this time. 2nd down and 11. Got hit on release.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's 3rd and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
Coming up to the line at the 11. Third down and 11. Touchdown, Jacksonville Jags. Robinson's 5th touchdown reception of the year. That touchdown, just a little more insurance to what already was a sizable lead, Phil.
Yeah, what a job. You know, look, they had a lot of insurance already in the bank, and they had controlled the tempo of this game from start to right here in this period early in the 4th. And now if the defense just has anything, if they stop the opponents on this drive, this game is over.
Tannehill will lead his offense back onto the field here as this goes for a touchback. Two extremely talented tight ends having very big games for their teams today, Phil.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to stop the tight ends now in today's NFL. There are so many plays designed for the tight end. The only way I know you could stop them, you need a pass rush to get to the quarterback before he can throw it to the big tight end.
The Dolphins come out in a bunch set. First down at the 20. And they take him down.
Oh, there's nothing worse as a quarterback to have pressure up the middle from an interior defensive tackle. Hard to see down the field, can't make a decision, and that time it leads to a sack.
Ryan Tannehill backing off the line, dropping back shotgun. From the shotgun. Makes the catch in open space. Third catch today so far.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
Tannehill's completion percentage 70% on the day. Third down and 7. On the money. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Good job by the defense. They're well-taught, well-schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the first down marker, they're good. They come up, make the tackle. Now we have fourth down.
He's going to challenge the punt coverage. That's a pickup at 14. You see the matchup in running back, and while only one side has really been able to count on that run game, it's still a very close game.
Yeah, it is, Jim. Close game here, and also that can happen when you talk about run games. They're going to go up and down, and if you're having trouble running the football, then change the direction of your offense. Do something else.
The Dolphins lined up in the nickel. First down at the 30. And they bring him down at the 33-yard line. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
2nd and 7 on the way. The Jaguars take it from the 33. 16.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs. If you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
First and 10. And he's thrown to the ground. The Dolphins were hoping for a whole lot of sacks out of this young man when they drafted him in the first round, and that's number 1.
Oh, man, what a sight to see your pass rusher get there and get that first sack. Boy, they're thinking, hey, this is going to be an outstanding year. I don't know about that, but
nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
I give all the credit to the wide receiver here. What a route. Fooled the defender. He is wide open. Nice throw by the quarterback for the touchdown.
Extra point was good. The Jaguars setting up for the kickoff. No return here as he takes a knee in the end zone. The Dolphins have failed to come away with points on 3 consecutive drives. Their offense takes the field again now. What's caused them to go silent here, partner?
Listen, let's give all the credit to the defense. They are being very creative on the defensive side. The coach is calling the right plays, and they are just taking it to the offense right now. The more aggressive team is winning, and that's the defense.
This will be second down. From the gun, Tannehill. Landry's got it. First down. That's his 3rd catch of the day.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
Last play before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go in the second half. Welcome back. Coming out of the 2-minute warning here in the final quarter. Now 1st and 10. Parker's got it. And a first. They come to the line, and it's first down. Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. And this is dropped.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Second down and 10. Over to Cameron. And he's going to be tackled right around the 43. The offense stops the clock right away with a timeout. Now looking at 3rd down. Tannehill's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Very nearly intercepted.
That was a good call by the defensive coordinator. He called the right defensive play. The defender's in position and knocks down that 3rd down throw.
The Dolphins take it from the 43. The Dolphins turn the ball over on downs. You look at the numbers again, and really both these tight ends have looked fantastic.
Well, coming in today's game, Jim, I thought these were 2 really solid tight ends. I'm not sure anymore. They are working their way up the ladder. They're potential superstars.
Before we go any further, they're going to take another look at the last play. There's no question he caught the ball, but there is a question whether or not he got both feet in bounds.
Well, first off, you want to make sure it's a clean catch on the sidelines. Does he have possession of the football? And then once you declare he has possession of the football, let's look down at both feet, see if they're in bounds, and don't forget, you must maintain possession of the football as you go to the ground.
The ruling on the field stands.
So the boys in the booth, they want to make doubly sure the call was correct. They decided, hey, we need to take another look at this, but the play stands as is. Mason lined up in the backfield. The Jaguars take it from the 43. Moore's there to make the tackle. That'll be 2nd and 4 after the running play. Mason's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. They'll go ground and pick up about 4. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day.
Well, when you know you can win the game, but just running the football, then you just run the football. Take no chances. Keep 2 hands around it at all times, and don't worry about the extra yard.
Blunt. Gaines is in on the tackle.
Good job by the offense here with a good lead in the second half, picking up that first down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those first downs.
Get ready.
First down at the 36. Gets it out for the completion. Moore's going to make the tackle.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Flag is out. Never too late. That's a touchdown.
Holding. Defense.
The penalty is declined. That last play will hold up. The Jaguars with an extra point try on the way. Driving extra point is good. The Dolphins await the kickoff after giving up a devastating score for their side. The score's 31-7. The Dolphins are back deep, waiting to return the kick. Tannehill will lead his offense back onto the field here as this goes for a touchback. Jenkins has led a defense here today that's played lights out. They put the clamps on that offense all game long.
Look, they played tremendous, and this team is loaded with talent on the defensive side. It shows. Hard to contain them, and they just got out there today and got it done.
That ball has been picked off. Pouncey's in on the tackle. What a horrible time to throw the interception. But hats off to the defense here, Phil. They come up with the stop, the play, the takeaway at just the right time.
Yeah, listen, I give the defense all the credit in a situation like this. They took advantage of a quarterback who they knew was going to have to take a chance, and they were ready to pounce on him.
The Jaguars take it from the 23. Jacksonville in the end zone for the touchdown. That's his second touchdown today.
Well, that had nothing to do with the outcome of the game, but still a very nice play there on the last play to score that touchdown.
The Dolphins at this point just looking for something positive to go off as they haven't been able to get anything going their way today. The score's 38-7. Tannehill will lead his offense back onto the field here as this goes for a touchback. The Jaguars have gotten the job done with defense today. No doubt about that, Phil.
It's fun to watch them play defense, Jim. They've dominated out here today. They have great hustle. They have tremendous discipline. Not surprised they played so well.
One more play, and it's in the books. First down at the 20. There's a drop. Well, they came in off a win, and they get another one here today.
Hey, 2 weeks in a row, Jim, you play good football, you win. That's a lot of positive reinforcement. You feel good about what you're doing, and there's no way you think you'll lose the following week.